Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Commander review for the Ravnica City of Guilds set. My goodness, that's a mouthful and I always forget the full name. Today, we are talking about Chorus of the Conclave. And Chorus of the Conclave is a legendary dryad. It's a 3/8 for power and toughness, which is pretty cool, and it has a whopping mana value of 8. 4 generic, 2 green, and 2 white. Chorus of the Conclave has the keyword Forest Walk, which means this creature can't be blocked as long as the defending player controls a forest, so that's pretty neat. And it has a is this like in a so like what would I call this ability? I don't remember what I call this. I'll just read it. As an additional cost to cast creature spells, you may pay any amount of mana. If you do, that creature enters with that many additional +1/+1 counters on it. So this is like a static ability that adds an additional cost to all of your creature spells, which is really cool and very powerful. You can just put X, essentially, in all of your creature spells with this, and that is very powerful, which we're obviously going to abuse. No card rulings for this commander, very straightforward. A card I chose to synergize is a recently new card from the Edge of Eternity set, Terra Symbiosis. Whenever you put one or more +1/+1 counters on a creature you control, you may draw that many cards. Do this only once each turn. So if you want to spend an extra 5 to 7 mana or whatever, maybe even just 2 or 1, then you are turning your creature spells into card draw spells as well, which is very awesome. Love it. A popular deck on EDH Rec is, of course, a +1/+1 counters matters deck, which is very powerful and very popular in both white, green, and Selesnya colors, white and green. And there's a lot of crazy enchantments, creatures, tons of different ways you can build this. You can build it high-powered, low-powered, budget, any way you want. Very versatile, very powerful. And then a fun, janky build around with this commander is a Power Matters deck, essentially, or a +1/+1 counters deck that has a unique function with it. So, to start off with, Ornithopter, a lot of Cheerio creatures that cost 0 immediately get that extra X in their additional cost. So Ornithopter can be a 0/2 that you cast for 0 mana, or it can be a 1/3 for 1 extra mana, and it just scales up from there. So it's fantastic for scaling with Cheerio cards, just like it would be for like Hydras. And then you have cards like Cryptic Trilobite, and many other cards that do the same thing. One of the things I love about Cryptic Trilobite, or Hangerback Walker, stuff like that, where it's double X creatures, is you can pay 0 for the double X, right? But because of the additional cost that Chorus of the Conclave gives, you can treat Cryptid Trilobite the same way you do Ornithopter. So you can pay 0 for the Trilobite's cost, and then as the additional cost, just pay any amount of mana you want, essentially X, a free singular X, and Cryptid Trilobite will still enter with a bunch of +1/+1 counters on it, and you don't have to worry about paying the double X to play it. You can just pay 0 and then pay the additional cost, which is fantastic, especially because Cryptid Trilobite and many other creatures like this have ways that you can remove the +1/+1 counters to get advantages from it. Cryptid Trilobite I picked because it's a great way to ramp even more creatures into play. And then lastly, to really focus in on the power matters, Viridian Joiner, really cool card, adds a bunch of mana based on its power. So this is a deck that you're going to want to be able to proliferate and add more counters onto the pre-existing creatures you've already played. Really fun stuff. And that is going to do it for Chorus of the Conclave. Really cool card. I remember having this card for a little while when I was first playing Magic. I didn't really understand how to use it properly, though. I just thought it was this cool 3/8. But really cool stuff. I love this set. I can't wait to be in this plane and talk more about Ravnica Commanders with you guys. If there's anything I missed or didn't talk about, let me know in the comment section down below. Lots of popular deck ideas, not just for this, but pretty much all the commanders in this set. Very popular. They're all going to be S tier. Lots of different ways you can build around this commander, so have a lot of fun. Let me know again if there's anything I missed or I didn't talk about as far as deck ideas or card synergies. And thank you guys so much for all your support. By the time this video is coming out, I am trying to make a ton of videos, both Magic the Gathering and Let's Play content to fill up the month of October, to fill up the month of November and December, to fill just for the rest of the year, in celebration of 7,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I couldn't do this without you. So I really do appreciate everything you guys have done. And if you want to see more, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified when more videos come out. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!